faraway place, there lived a family of bears. There was Papa Bear.
That's me.
Mama Bear.
That's me.
And Baby Bear.
That's me.
The three bears lived in a very large cottage in the middle of the woods. They were a happy bear family. They played together, they laughed together, and they went for lots of walks in the woods together. But they didn't bother anyone, and nobody bothered them.
Well, one day a little girl named Goldie Locks,
That's me.
decided to go for a walk in the woods. She had never walked in the woods before, and she was curious about what she might find there.
At the same time, Mama Bear was working in her kitchen.
I'm making a fine porridge for us to eat. But in taking it out of the oven, I noticed that it is very hot. It is far too hot to eat.
Well, then we should go for a walk in the woods while the porridge is cooling.
That sounds like fun. Let's go.
And so the three bears left the porridge on the table to cool and went for a walk in the woods.
Meanwhile, Goldilocks was coming down the path. As she turned the corner, she saw the three bears' cottage. She walked up to the cottage and peered in the windows. As she looked inside, she saw the 3 bowls of porridge on the table. She was very hungry and decided that she wanted some porridge.
Yes, I am very hungry, and I'd like to have some porridge to eat.
So Goldilocks opened the door of the cottage and walked inside. She dipped her fingers into Papa Bear's bowl of porridge.
Oh, this is way too hot. It's much too hot for me to eat.
Then she dipped her fingers into Mama Bear's porridge.
Oh, this is way too cold. It is much too cold for me to eat.
Then she dipped her fingers into Baby Bear's porridge.
Ah, this is just right.
And with that, she ate up all the porridge in Baby Bear's bowl.
Walking around inside the cottage, Goldilocks came upon the 3 chairs belonging to the 3 bears.
First, she sat down in Papa Bear's chair.
Oh, this is much too big.
Then she sat down in Mama Bear's chair.
Oh, this is much too narrow.
Then she sat down in Baby Bear's chair.
Ah, this is just right.
After a while, Goldilocks decided then to go upstairs and see what she could find. There she found 3 bears' beds.
First, she lay down in Papa Bear's bed.
Oh, this is much too hard.
Then she lay down in Mama Bear's bed.
Oh, this is much too soft.
Then she lay down in Baby Bear's bed.
Ah, this is just right.
And she fell fast asleep.
Before long, the 3 bears came back from their walk in the woods. As soon as they walked in the door, they could see that something was wrong.
Who's been eating my porridge?
Who's been eating my porridge?
Who's been eating my porridge? And it's all gone.
The 3 bears went into the living room. As soon as they walked in, they could see that something was wrong.
Who's been sitting on my chair?
Who's been sitting in my chair?
Who's been sitting in my chair? And it's all broken.
Then the 3 bears went upstairs. As soon as they walked into the bedroom, they could see that something was wrong.
Who's been sleeping in my bed?
Who's been sleeping in my bed?
Who's been sleeping in my bed? And she's right there.
With that, Goldilocks woke up. When she saw the 3 bears standing over her, she was so frightened that she ran as fast as she could away from the house.
Who's running away from our house?
Who's running away from our house?
Who's running away from our house? And there she goes.
The other way, go the other way. Oh no. Done.